including
Oh,
physics, chemistry, bio.
okay. So how was the bio part? Good?
Yes, ma'am. Good.
The questions were nice?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So when you'll be getting, like, how much marks are you expecting in biology?
Ma'am, probably full.
Full. Okay, amazing. Very good. All right, see, students, I was thinking today, I'll make you revise connective tissue and some other tissues, and then we'll start a new chapter today. Okay, improvement in food resources. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Because we don't want to, be left behind. Now, talking about the connective tissue, the name only suggests that this tissue is responsible for some sort of connection in our body. Now, the blood, the bone, cartilage, tendon, ligament, and areolar tissue, along with adipose tissue. These tissues are considered as the connective tissue. Now, the first one is the blood. Now, see, students, you already know that the blood is the only fluid connective tissue. Fluid means that it is a liquid and liquid kind of a tissue, and that is responsible, like this is the one tissue that is present almost everywhere in our body, right? Blood is almost everywhere. Now, blood has certain components such as WBC, RBC, plasma, and platelets. Now, RBC, these are the red blood cells. WBCs are the white blood cells. Plasma, like if you remove all the cells from the blood, then what you are left with is the plasma. So, it is the fluid matrix of the blood. And talking about the platelets, so these platelets are responsible for blood clotting. So all of these are, you can say, the different components of the blood. Now out of this, the components of the plasma of the blood are protein, salts, hormones. Like these are the stuff that you can find in the plasma of the blood. Now what is the function of blood? We know that it is a fluid connective tissue, but the main function is transportation of gases, transportation of digested food, hormones, and waste materials to different parts of the body. That is the function of the blood in our body. Clear? Blood is clear, Rishad?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm sure now. And do you have the notes for tissues, Rishad?
Ma'am,
Like
no,
the note.
this one I didn't write. I wrote the epithelial tissue cell.
Okay. So this one is the blood, that is the connective tissue. Then comes the bone. Now, bone is another type of connective tissue. It forms the framework of our body. Okay, meaning we can stand, we can sit, we can walk. We have a framework, we have a skeleton of our body. So that is formed by these bones. Now, these bones, they have a function of anchoring the muscles, meaning bones are the, you can say, tissues in the body wherein the muscle is attached and it supports the main organs of our body. It is responsible for protecting the organs. Now, the bone is a strong, you can say, tissue, and it is non-flexible. You can't bend your bones in any way possible. Now, like only you can bend your bones only at the joints, but like if I like ask you to bend your bone from here, obviously your bones would break. Now, the bone is made up of calcium and phosphorus compounds. Now, two bones are connected to each other with the help of ligament. Okay, ligament is that another kind of connective tissue that is responsible for connecting bone to bone. So ligament is another type of connective tissue. Now this one is very elastic and it has a lot of strength because imagine that it is connecting bones together. So obviously it will have a lot of strength to do so. Then comes that the ligament, it contains very little matrix, meaning the ground substance is very little in it. Then comes the tendon. Okay, up till ligament, is everything clear, Ishad?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all of the students that have joined, please switch on your videos. Everyone, switch on your videos. Safia, switch on your videos. Farhan. Irshad, you also switch on your video. Safia, switch on your video. Am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am. But ma'am, I'm having network issues.
Then respond and tell me that. No? You're sitting quietly and not saying anything.
Ma'am,
Respond and tell
sometimes
me.
it gets stuck, so I'm not able to respond.
Okay. All right. Now moving forward, talking about the next, that is the tendons. Now, just like how the ligaments was responsible for connecting the bones to bones, the tendons, they are responsible for connecting the bones to the muscles. So this is yet another kind of connective tissue which is responsible for connecting the bone to the muscles. Now, tendons have great strength, but they have limited flexibility, meaning they're not very flexible. The next connective tissue is the cartilage. Now, cartilage is a type of connective tissue that has a lot of spaces present in between the cells, and the matrix of the cartilage is composed of proteins and sugars, meaning it is made up of proteins and sugars, because of which it is very, you can say, softer than the bone. And what is the function? It smoothens the surface of the bones at the joints. Now, cartilage is present in the following places. It is present in the tip of the nose, the ear, the trachea, the larynx, like all of these areas, they have cartilage present to provide flexibility and also to soften the area. Then come the areolar tissue. Now, areolar tissue, this is the tissue that is found in between the skin and the muscles. It is also present around the blood vessels, right? The arteries and the veins, and it is also present in the bone marrow. Now, let us see what is the function of the areolar tissue. It fills the space inside the organ. Okay, it is sort of like a packaging material. So, it fills the space inside the organs. It supports the internal organs.
Ma'am, your volume is low.
Is it fine now?
Now, ma'am, it's fine.
So apart from like filling the space inside the organs, it supports the internal organs. It helps in the repair of tissues. Okay, these are the functions of the areolar tissue. Then comes adipose tissue, which is the last connective tissue. So in the adipose tissue, it is the fat storing tissue, meaning it is responsible for storing the fat. And where is it present? So it is present below the skin, just beneath the skin. Apart from that, it is also present in between the internal organs. Now, the cells of this particular adipose tissue, they are filled with fat, like fat globules. That is why they are the fat storing tissue. And what is the function? The most important function is to provide insulation, meaning provide heat. Is it clear? All the different kinds of connective tissues are clear?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Now, Ishad, I think all of the students have these notes. Only you are left. So you do one thing. Now you can take down the notes and tell me when you're done. I'll not teach all the tissues today. Once you have completed the connective tissue notes, we'll start a new chapter today. Okay, that is improvement in food resources. Is it clear, Ishad?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now you take down the notes and tell me when you're done. Okay, the rest of the students, you people can switch off your videos for now. And then when we'll start the new chapter, you can switch on.
Ma'am, can you scroll up?
We have already written this, right?
Didn't you hear when I was telling you right now?
Then I
It's fine.
went for drinking water, that's it.
Okay. See, all of you have the notes, but there's one student that does not. Okay, he did not
Okay,
do this
ma'am.
class with us, so he'll like complete the connective tissue today, and then we'll start a new chapter.
Okay,
Clear?
ma'am. Okay.
Ma'am, can you scroll? Ma'am, can you scroll? Can you scroll down? Can you scroll down? Can you scroll? Ma'am, can you scroll down? Ma'am, can you scroll down?
Okay, that is it. Any doubts? Any doubts, Irshad? Okay, students, now switch back to your cameras. Switch them back on, all of you. Now, today we're going to start a new chapter, that is improvement in food resources. Now, tell me one thing, students, how many of you have this chapter currently going on in your schools?
Yes, ma'am.
Actually,
How many of you have improvement in food resources chapter going on in your school?
Ma'am, mine exams are
Ma'am,
on.
ma'am, that second chapter is going tissues. Continue. Animals.
Okay. Okay, second chapter is going on. Yes, Tejas, what were you saying?
ma'am, actually, my after exams, this is the first week, so I think I'm gonna have like on tomorrow biology class, so I will confirm.
Okay, tomorrow. Okay, what
Yes.
about others? Astitva, you have your exams going on.
Yes, ma'am. Next Monday only it will finish. Like next Monday
Okay,
it is.
okay. What about others? Farhan, you tell me, has this chapter been started in your school?
No, ma'am. We didn't
No,
still
not.
started.
Hmm? Not yet.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sarah, what about you?
No, ma'am.
And Safia, what about you?
No, ma'am.
All right. Okay. Astitva and Sarah, switch on your videos.
Yes, ma'am. Okay,
so talking about improvement in food resources. Now we know that food is one of the most important, you can say, component for us to stay alive, right? If food is not there, it'll be very difficult for us to keep living. So to maintain the life processes, meaning every single thing that we do, not just us, all the organism, every single thing that is done by the organisms, it happens to be with the help of energy or with the help of the nutrition. And that energy, that nutrition, it comes from the food that we eat. Okay, so to maintain the life processes, we need ample amount of nutrition, and we also need ample amount of energy. We get the nutrition from the food that we eat. Now students, you already know that our food has so many components, just like it has carbohydrates, which are the like energy giving food. Then we have protein in our diet, that is the, what kind of food protein is? Carbohydrates are energy giving food. So what kind of food protein is? None of you know this.
Yes, ma'am. Can you repeat again?
The question is, carbohydrates, they are energy giving food. So what kind of food proteins are?
Ma'am, they give strength and provide immunity.
No, immunity is for the vitamins.
Oh, yes, sorry, vitamins. Proteins, they give like strength.
Okay, yeah, we can say that they give strength, but the main function, like how would you call them? You'll call them as the bodybuilding food. The muscles, the bones in our body, when we take protein content in our diet, that develops. Okay. And then we have vitamins and minerals. These are, you can say, the immunity boosters, or you can say they help us to fight the pathogen, to fight the diseases. Now, in terms of that only, we can say that our food has many components, such as we have cereals, right, which are grains, like we have wheat, we have rice. All of these are the components, that we have maize, right? Then there are pulses. Now all of us are Indians, so we eat dal a lot, isn't it? Dal chawal, dal, different kinds of dal that we have, right? Masoor dal, chana dal, so many, like dal
Yes, ma'am.
makhni, so many
Yes, ma'am.
dals are there. So all of the dals, and like all of you, I think, eat chana and chole,
Yes, ma'am.
right? All of you must be eating that, which is like chickpea, kidney beans, gram pea, all of that. So they come under pulses. And remember that these pulses, they have great, great, great protein resource in them. Okay, they are packed with proteins. So if you have one bowl of dal in your lunch or your dinner, then that is like ample amount of protein that will help you to stay fit and you can say energized. Then we have fruits and vegetables in our diet. Now, fruits and vegetables, they are great source of vitamins, all the kinds of vitamins, particularly vitamin C is there, vitamin A is there, and the vegetables, they also provide us, you can say, the ability to fight with the infectious diseases. Now, students, tell me one thing. Out of the fruits, which fruit has vitamin C in it? I think
Orange.
Ma'am,
all of you
orange.
must know this.
Yes,
Oranges,
ma'am.
kiwi, right?
Yes,
All of
ma'am.
the fruits that are a little sour, citrus fruit, they have vitamin C in this, right? How many of you have had a lot of vitamin C during Corona time?
Ma'am, me.
Ma'am, I
I'm
have.
still having it now.
You still have it? You like,
Mm.
there used
Yes,
to
ma'am.
be those tablets also, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
taking it still.
You're still
Same
taking,
here,
yeah,
ma'am.
it is good. It's like a great immunity booster. Okay, it is very good for the body. And okay, so like, how was the lockdown time for you all, students?
Ma'am,
How
Ma'am,
many
boring.
of you? Huh?
Boring. Nothing to do.
Boring.
Wake up, online school, then
Huh.
sleep. Nothing else. Eat, sleep.
And how many of you got into the habit of playing games?
Ma'am, I got bored of playing games itself because same thing I was doing again and again.
Same, ma'am.
That's the first time I actually got bored of playing games. Also, I usually never get.
What about others? What did you all do in
Same, ma'am.
lockdown? Okay, same for you.
Same.
Okay. And Ishad, what about you? Same.
Ma'am, same only, ma'am. Full board.
So all of you like were playing games, sleeping, eating, but then again getting bored of the same thing you were doing, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that
Ma'am,
was
I
a
was
very
not
weird time.
bored.
Hmm?
I like Corona games.
You liked Corona time? The
Yes, ma'am.
pandemic time where no one would ever been like, able to go out of the house or, sit anywhere in the public place. It was such a scary time, isn't it, students? Like we had
Yes, ma'am.
bottles and bottles of sanitizers in our houses, isn't it? Anything that used to come from the outside, immediately washing it, immediately cleaning it, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anyone in the class that had gotten corona, got sick with it?
Ma'am, I
Ma'am,
got in
my
the
father
starting
got
itself when it spread it.
Okay, you got it in the start. Anyone else?
Ma'am, my father got not me.
Okay, your father got it. Yeah, even I got it in the first wave, not in the second wave. Now, okay. So we know now that vitamins are so important. We have had a lifelong example for it, isn't it? All of us would
Yes,
remember the
ma'am.
importance of vitamin C
Ma'am,
forever.
since then only I started taking vitamin C.
Yes. Yeah,
After
nobody like ever took that vitamin C tablet before pandemic.
Yes,
None of
ma'am.
us did. No one even recognized the value that it has. And as soon as the pandemic hit, then all of us were like, okay, yeah, we're going to take citrus fruit. We knew the importance of oxygen, isn't it? People started to
Yes,
plant
ma'am.
more indoor plants so that they can get more and more oxygen also. So all of the values of life were taught to us by Almighty. All
Yes, ma'am.
right.
yes, ma'am.
Now moving forward, now to be able to meet the nutritional demand. Now all of you know that our population, if we talk about the world population, it's growing day by day, isn't it? Now, what do you think,
Yes,
students?
ma'am.
What will happen if there is a lot of population growth? What are the problems that are associated with it?
Ma'am, scarcity of food and water.
Hmm?
Less like we need more food and water because the population increases. We need more food and water resources.
Medical
Yes, exactly.
facilities.
Yes, exactly. So what will happen once the population grows a lot? So during that point of time, meaning more people are there, so more people require more space to live. So the
Yes.
like the scarcity of space will be there, the scarcity of food will be there, water will be there. All of these things would be scarce. So now we know we can't stop the population from growing, isn't it? We can't kill people. So
Yes.
what should be our approach? Our approach should be to have better practices to combat those problems, isn't it? To like escape from those problems. Now, in terms of the food, we know that if the population grows, eating is one thing that no one can, you can say, avoid, right? Everyone has to eat. So if we maintain or if we develop better practices, if we maintain more and better crops, so the growing population can be fed nicely. So to be able to meet the nutritional demands of the growing population, better practices and management techniques must be adopted. And those better um, you can say practices and management techniques, all of those techniques and practices we are going to study in this particular chapter. Every single thing related to how our food is grown, how can we do better to grow them, all of that. Now, the improvement in the food resource is both qualitatively and quantitatively, meaning in terms of quantity, right? The number or the amount, for example, 5 kg, 10 kg, 100 kg, 1000 kgs. So, quantity, we need to increase or improve the quantity, meaning the amount of food grain that we get, right, by farming or by crop production, and the quality. For example, if we have spinach, right? We eat spinach. Now, if that spinach is less in vitamin A, then we'll never eat it. But if the nutritional quality
Yes,
of that spinach is increased. Now let's just say in like being marketed, a lot of vitamin A is present in that, so everyone will eat it for health benefits. So that is increase in the quality. We can make better crop that have better nutritional value, that are good nutritionally for our body. So we can improve the food resources qualitatively, meaning in terms of its quality, and quantitatively, meaning in terms of the number, amount, okay, amount or number of it that is produced. Any doubts up until now, students?
no, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Okay, now you people note this down, make a fresh page for the chapter now and note these things down.
Yes. Ma'am, today will be any their assessment?
What?
Ma'am, any assessment will be there today?
Yes, yes, definitely. Also, yes, good thing that you asked me this question, Tejas. Students,
Yes.
I've been meaning to ask you one thing, that are you all facing any difficulties in terms of the like the Learnivio app or the website
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
for all of you?
Yes,
Is it
ma'am.
working
Same.
fine? Do you people
Yes,
get your
ma'am.
assignments?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
What about the others? Farhan, Irshad, Safia, Sara, I'm asking something. Respond.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, good.
Ma'am, what is that word after we need in the first point?
Ample, A-M-P-L-E, ample, meaning enough.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
All of you are done, students?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am, just a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, done.
Ma'am, done.
Yes, ma'am, done.
Okay, students, any doubts up until now?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So we'll keep it till here only for today's class. And in the next class, we'll see what are the different crops, when are they, you can say when we can find them, when we can plant them, and we'll see all of the things about it. Okay, students?